Looking for cool toys like the ones seen in this review? You can shop thousands of action figures, statues, busts, replicas, costumes, graphic novels, and much more at Big Bad Toy Store. Just click the link in the description below this video. Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the NECA Predator Series 10 Lava Planet Predator. Series 10 of NECA's Predator line has had me excited for quite some time, because this is the Kenner Wave. That's right, NECA is taking some of those crazy variants from the old Kenner Predator line from the 90s and updating them with brand new, highly detailed action figures. The Lava Planet Predator was always one of my favorites from that vintage line, so I am so excited to check out NECA's new version. As you can see, these Predators come in really cool new blister card packaging that is a total homage to the old Kenner packaging. It features the same type of color deco and even has that awesome profile of the Predator in the background that is straight off of the vintage card back. There's even the cool colorful explosion behind the figure, and the lower portion on the bottom of the blister bubble even has some new artwork that looks just like the old school Lava Planet Predator artwork. In fact, go ahead and take a look at this side by side with the vintage packaging, so that way you can get a look at these two to see how similar they are. Even the NECA logo down in the corner looks like the Kenner logo. The back of the packaging is no different. It also is an homage to the original Kenner packaging. It's got that same grid deco, the green down at the bottom, and even the area where it showcases the figures that are in this wave, it's got that same kind of color scheme that's seen on the vintage packaging. Alright, awesome packaging aside, let's go ahead and take a look at this brand new version of the Lava Planet Predator. As you can see, just like the vintage action figure, this new version is done in a very cool translucent red plastic. But all of the detailing has been amped up on this guy. The vintage figure just sort of had this black and yellow kind of blob on his chest that was almost sort of like the heat-seeking that the Predator uses. And that's been expanded all over this figure, so you can see that deco kind of on the arms, the hands, the legs, and I really feel like it adds something extra to the overall look of this guy. Maybe sort of like this red translucent mode he's in is some sort of invisibility mode. There's also a great sculpt on there. You can see all of the details of the Predator skin and everything, but on top of that, he does have lots of great armor pieces that are on him, which are painted and nicely detailed. Armor that's seen on the shoulders, the knees, the shins, and even the forearms have this nice kind of bronzous deco to it with a nice little black wash that really brings out all of the details. Many of the details on this guy perfectly match the vintage action figure, but updated to fit in with this guy. For example, on his right arm you can see that there's a cable coming out of his back and going right into his forearm there. That cable is nice and flexible and it doesn't get in the way of the articulation at all. And also jutting out of his forearm is a cool little claw accessory. Now that just stays in place, it's not removable or anything like that, but it's a great homage to the same claw that was on the vintage Kenner figure. Over his left shoulder is a silver armor piece that's sort of like a pauldron sitting over his shoulder. The vintage figure had a cool little silver armor accessory that clipped on, so this is a great homage just to that. And even sitting on that left shoulder is a smaller little shoulder cannon that is much more accurate to the type we'd see in the Predator films, but definitely an homage to the big gimmicky rocket launching one that we saw on the vintage Kenner figure. And then that's going to bring us to his mask. The mask looks very much just like the vintage one, but updated with beautiful new details. It's done in that same kind of bronze color that's seen on the armor pieces there, with a nice black wash to make it a little gritty and really bring out all of the awesome details. Now the mask is non-removable. It is part of the head sculpt, so unfortunately we don't get a look at the Predator's face with his open mouth underneath. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation on this bad boy. The head's on a nice ball joint there, so you can move it left and right and rotate it up and down. The hair on the back is all individual pieces and it's nice and loose, so it doesn't hinder the movement whatsoever. Then you got nice ball joints at the shoulders there, which again, the armor on the shoulders does not get in the way of. You can move the arms up, down, forwards, backwards, swivels at the elbow, standard elbow joint, swivels at the wrist. You got a nice waist cut articulation to swivel them left and right. Ball joints at the thighs so the legs can spread outwards, move forwards, backwards, and swivel. Good joints at the knees that are nice and tight, and great ball joints on the ankles so that the feet can rotate all the way around. So you should be able to get some really great poses out of this particular Predator. Now, as far as accessories go, he does include one, which is this blazing sword accessory. It's got a nice kind of bronze detail there on the blade with some nice of that black wash on there, and a really cool detailed handle, and it fits great in his left hand, which is the gripping hand. Now, the vintage figure didn't have a sword like this, so this is something brand new for this figure, but definitely helps to keep him armed up and ready for battle. Alright guys, it's comparison time. Here's a look at this brand new version of the Lava Planet Predator standing alongside the vintage Kenner counterpart. Here you can see all of the similarities between these figures, including the mask, the claw on the right hand, the cable, the shoulder pauldron, the cannon, all of those similarities, and you can see how amazingly NECA was able to update them for this brand new figure. So there you go guys, there's a look at the brand new Lava Planet Predator from NECA. This is an incredibly cool update and homage to a sweet vintage action figure. Like I said, the Lava Planet Predator was always one of my favorite variations in that vintage line, and it's really cool to see this new version done in NECA style. I also love how far they went by making even the packaging similar to the old Kenner brand. These figures that NECA are putting out that pays homage to all these vintage lines are becoming among some of my favorite things that they produce. And this particular figure, along with the rest of this wave, is definitely no exception. The Kenner wave of NECA's Predator line is starting to show up online right now for sale at stores such as BigBadToyStore.com. So happy hunting, and until next time.